Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. It's time to finish up Super Mario Bros. 3. When I last left you, we had just entered World 8. And World 8 is quite a feat to defeat. And as you can see, it's an auto-scroll level where it appears as many tanks, and there are straight cannons and these diagonal cannons, and some of them shoot bombs, and some of them shoot regular bullets, and there's wrench-throwing moles, and there's all sorts of stuff to dodge. Now this is, whoop, okay. You wanna, oh wow, how did I do that? You wanna watch out to not be too far forward against the scroll. It's pretty easy to catch up. It's a pretty slow scroll speed. So don't feel free to sort of hang out on the left side of the screen so that nothing on the right takes you by surprise too much. So you have a little time to react. Yeah, so I recorded World 8 before, and the video was fine, but my commentary, well, my commentary was good, but the file, recorded with the software called Audacity, and it was doing that thing that some of you, depending on how many videos you've been around for in the basement, whoa, where it starts going, it starts to pop, does that little poppy noise thing, which is awful. So I thought about just doing post-commentary and keeping the first video, but I'm just going to redo World 8. Oops. It's just the tube sock throwing boomerang bro. Nothing too hard there. I shouldn't have taken that damage. But yeah, I thought I would redo it. Because live commentary, as many of you have said when we've tried a little post-commentary, is just not the same. It's just not as good. This is tricky to get, but well worth it, in my opinion. And it's not so hard to get that you can't at least get it. It's just hard to get out of that area with the mushroom intact. So go for it, and if you take a hit, well, then you're just back to small. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Now here's a trick that not everyone knows about. Most people know about. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if you already knew about this, but you can swim under the second and third ship. This level is similar to the first level, but instead of an auto-scroll tank, it's an auto-scroll. It's like the airships, but it's in water, which is kind of cool. So you remember all the airships where you fight Bowser's kids. We only did 2 of them, Worlds 1 and 2, but they've got them for 3 through 7 as well. And now this is one of World 8's takes on a flying airship. It's a floating airship. So yeah, that's kind of fun. Swimming underneath is definitely the way to go. Makes it a lot easier. You just have to make sure you're not caught and squished against the wall. Like squished against the left side of the screen. Now this is a boom boom instead of boomerang bro. I don't know if boomerang bro is the right term. But you want to get on him quickly, especially if you're small. That's the easiest way to defeat him. The quicker the better. No, we don't want to do that yet. Okay, so we made it through the tank. We made it through the ship. And now it is time to see what lies on the other side of this pipe. I remember that exact screen getting nervous when I was a kid playing this. Okay, now there's those 5 hypnotic squares there. 3 of them, the first, middle, and final, all have traps that are kind of 50-50, whether or not they get you. It's not a timing thing, so if you're safe on the first square, you're always safe there until you move, and then if you go back to it, it might get you. But speedrunners have trouble here, because they want to get through all 3 like that. And it's, I don't know if it's exactly a 1 in 8 chance, but it sure seems like it. Wow. Can I just push the button to get grabbed? Okay, we actually want to do these. Pro tip, be moving when it starts, so you can jump over the first fireball and still clear him. It's a little bit of a platforming challenge and an enemy challenge. These 3 trap levels, but they're short, Whoops. Okay, here comes the fatty. Yeah, you do not want to get caught by him. When he lands on the ground, he paralyzes you momentarily. You can't move. So yeah, I mean, the key, if you're a platformer, if you're a Mario player, just run. Just kind of keep moving. And your instinct will guide you. Yeah, see, it's not too bad. You gotta watch out for the lava, you gotta watch out for the fireballs. A little bit of platforming. But the reason we want to do these is because of those leaves. We can turn those on at any time and be Raccoon Mario. Anytime from the overworld menu here. And having 3 of those going into World 8 is, or going into the rest of World 8, it's just a good idea. Just helps out. Okay, we want this. Is there another power-up here? I thought there was a power-up in one of these, like, sideways, one of these blocks. I guess not. But now we're big, which is better than small. There we go. Made it through to the end, and another leaf is our reward and the ability to turn on Raccoon Mario whenever. And in fact, speaking of turning on Raccoon Mario in the overworld, we're going to do that right now, but we're going to go one better and do the P-Switch Mario. The P-Wing Mario. This is the true World 8 airship. And it is a doozy. I have died on this level many times. I have completed it without using the P-Wing before. I don't know, a handful of times out of many, many attempts playing this. And it's a tough one. So if you are looking to do what I think people who will find this video are looking to do, which is just experience Mario 3, I don't know, I'd say you get to experience a good 40% of the game the way I'm doing it. You do all of World 1, 2, and 8, the way I've shown you how. And it gets, you know, you get to see a fair bit of the game, you get to see the end of the game and the end credits. And, I mean, this level here might be the end of the line for you if you don't use a P-Wing. Especially if you don't have many lives going into it. So, now here we can sort of play with Boom Boom. We can let him fly. And I can show you how fast he gets. Yeah, you can understand why defeating him is difficult if you take too long. So you don't want to take too long. You want to kill him quickly. But when you've got the P-Wing, you're sort of... you can stay off the floor and not worry about it too much. All right. So we've made it through screen 2 of World 8. What lies beyond this? Is it time for Bowser? No, it's time for World 8 to actually begin. Here's level 1. See that? We're in a dark overworld state. I would use a leaf right now to be Raccoon Mario, but my P-Wing has actually made me Raccoon Mario. You may notice I don't have the ability to fly all the time anymore. So a P-Wing only lasts for one level. But what you want to do with this level, and I think this is one of the hardest regular levels in the game, might be the hardest regular level in the game, I highly recommend flying up here, grabbing these, and proceeding from there, because this level really is tough. There's a lot going on that you don't want to mess with. There's bullet bills, and it's hard to jump, and these guys will take your stuff away. Whoop! Oh, shoot. All right, okay. So I just made this more challenging on myself. Now, if we go left far enough, those cannons can't fire. Oh my gosh! Can you believe it? Alright, this will give me a chance to show you the beginning of level 1. I'll probably die and use a leaf. I mean, if I can complete this, I will, but... oh, you see how it's difficult to tuck in there and get this power up. And then you gotta time this correctly. Yeah. And even then, good luck. There's a cannon that will fire on the ground. Whoop! Come on, you gonna fire? Whoop! Okay. Is there anything in here? Coins. I don't like that first cannon's not really firing at me. Huh? Let's try again, just because I want to see. And then I promise. Pinky promise, I will do the leaf after this. I think you gotta get this mushroom just because it makes it... oh no! We'll use the iframes here. Oh, it makes it possible to get through that next obstacle. Did I finish my promise? I don't think I did. What I was going to promise was if I get at least as far as I got before, then I will be done attempting this without using the raccoon tail. Okay, duck here. Wait for that medium pipe's timing to work out. Oh, okay, we actually got through this big, which is good. We can get up here and jump over this obstacle, which is good. Oh, what's in there? Ooh, tempting. Ooh, it's a star. Oh, it went the wrong way. Holy smokes. You see? This is why, guys, this is why you do those other levels and you see these 3 leaves here. 1, 2, 3. This is why you get these. I am no Mario 3 expert, but I don't think I'm a slouch either. And skipping the first part of this level is absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Oh, that's so big you can't even hit it with your tail and succeed. How great is that? All right, so let's get through this for real this time. We're coming out ahead with the extra lives, so we're not doing too bad. Let's not get hurt here. Well, we got hurt. Let's jump off of him at least. And, oh, I could have just ducked, but then I did more than that. Okay, jump! Oh, you have to time your press of the jump button after that just right. Okay, you know what? We're gonna back up so we can get the star going here. I don't think we're gonna need the extra lives, but they're worth getting. Hey, we're 1 coin away from 1 extra life. Okay, here's level 2. This one's not so bad. There's also a secret in this one. And it's right here. You follow the quicksand down. Now the path splits here. There's a pipe to the right, and there's one to the left. We want the one to the left because it has a power-up in it. That's a mushroom if you're small, and a leaf that will give you a raccoon tail if you're big. If you're happy with your power-up situation, you can go to the pipe on the right, and it will give you coins. Okay, this part's always tricky to get over these guys without getting hurt, and I failed to do it, so there we go. Okay, let's jump off of those successfully. That's killed me many times, too. The timing of those music notes, you just sort of have to get a feel for it. It's a smaller window than you think. I'll press the jump button and bouncing off of one of those and just get the hop as though I didn't press it, which is terrible. Okay, there's a couple of pipes here. They don't really help you out. Here's the mini-castle. And this is why we went all the way through World 2, was for this cloud. So when you're on the castle, use the cloud and then go past it. That's what the cloud lets you do, is it lets you skip a level. There's a locked. That's what the mini-castle destroys, is that lock, so then you can travel between pipes from earlier to later. And now look, we're down to 1 tank left, and then a goofy-looking pink castle. Let's go ahead and use our frog suit, because why not? It would be fun to try. I don't know why, but I get the frog suit right in the beginning of World 3, or at the end of World 2, I guess. And then I bring it in here, and I try to see how far I can take it. I don't think I've ever finished this level with the frog suit intact, but this is kind of similar to the very first thing we did in World 8, the auto-scroll tank level, but there's stuff above and below. And the above stuff does create an extra challenge. You kind of have to watch out for. It's like Mario's version of a shoot 'em up game, a shmup, or a bullet heck, to use a family-friendly term that I think you can translate. Hey, I just killed that cannonball by walking on the ground. That was cool. But yeah, stay toward the middle of the screen. Watch out for these bob-ombs. They will try and hurt you. And yeah, let sort of the platforming Zen instinct take over. Just keep an eye out for stuff and dodge it. All right, here we have another boom boom. Once again, the quickest way to do this is the quickest way to do this. That is to say, the easiest way to do it is to do it quick. And with that, the last hurdle between us and Bowser's Castle has been conquered. Star's not going to help us. Let's do this. And if we don't succeed on our first try, we'll do leaves after that. Yeah, these guys shoot lasers at you. Whoops. And we got shot. That door is a reset door. If you fail at a part of the level, you can come out that door and the platform will be back. These little fire guys, see that little fire on the floor? He grows legs and walks toward Mario like a boo will fly when Mario's not looking at him. I think he's so cute. Cute indeed. Now there's an invisible block here. Not too many of these in the game, but kind of nice to know it's there. Kind of comforting. Maybe some toadstool. Some brave and intrepid toadstool made it all the way into Bowser's castle and decided to hide that for Mario, just to help him out, to help the princess get rescued. I think the right way to do that is probably... Well, let's fly up. Whoop. Try that again. There we go. Oh no! Got shot again. Shot off by a guardian, of course, yeah. That's from our Breath of the Wild series. There it is, the Breath of Bowser. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, King of the Koopas. Okay, now if you face left, the fire will come from... Oh! Fire will come from the left, oddly enough. The game is not programmed to send it from the right, but rather to send it from the direction Mario's facing. I think we'll handle this like this time. And I think we can fly through that last room. You don't want to fall down there. That would be bad. There is a way to use this invisible block to skip through this bottom part. I want to see if I can make it happen here. You have to kind of duck jump in. Maybe do that from here. Phooey. That's enough of that. I think if you can get in there and then face left, you'll move right or backwards through the trouble. These Cheerios do fall, so you gotta keep moving or jump to reset their timer. Okay, so once again, we're gonna take this one down. Whoop, okay. Having a bit of trouble here at the end of the game, what can I say? It's difficult level. Let's just be Super Mario, see if we can do it this way. Well, that didn't last long. Let me show you what's in here, just so you can see. Drop down here, you move through this, you reset, and you start over. Bummer. Whew. That's mean, Nintendo. They want you to die. They want this to feel like an epic victory when you get it. Watch out for these atomic waffles. They'll get you. Now, as long as you know that 1-up is there and you can reliably make it that far, you have, you know, eternal attempts at this. So, hey, it was way on the edge of that Cheerio and it wasn't activated. I wonder if you can stand indefinitely on these if you're on the right pixel. Kind of seems that way, doesn't it? Man, those things accelerate, don't they? Let's see what's going on down here. There's gonna be a thwomp down here, isn't there? That first door there is yeah, so we took a shortcut by taking the top door the first time. Okay, all right, okay, nice and careful here. Yeah, so here's another way to do it, I guess. Oh, and it comes with a power-up. That's pretty great. A lot of these statues are dormant. Okay, now this looks familiar. This is where the breath is going to start. Oh, all right. That was close. No. I guess the thing you want to do is not keep moving too fast, but kind of take your time and let the fireballs do what they're going to do. All right, we're here. This is easy now. He can't hit... Bowser's hitbox actually does not allow him to get short or ducking Mario, I believe. Let's create a save point here real quick. And I'm going to try to just let him stomp on me this time. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, check that out. I don't know where he's going to go now. Is he going to jump straight up? Oh, he does kind of move over there, doesn't he? Yeah, that's interesting, though. All right, so clearly he's blasting away at the floor here. Once he hits this part of the floor, he's doomed. Whoa! That was close. I thought he would move over a little further than that. Let's get our distance here. All right, now he's doomed. Just got to make sure we jump out of the way the right way. There we go. And that is Super Mario Bros. 3. Whoa, okay. You can jump down there and die. I don't recommend it. There's no benefit. But we did it! Hooray! Yay! Hopefully those of you following along at home are able to succeed at conquering this old classic retro game that maybe you're coming back to for the first time in many years, or maybe you're trying for the first time ever. If you have it on the Nintendo Switch Online platform, thank you. But our princess is in another castle. Just kidding. Haha. Bye-bye. It's a pretty underwhelming ending, Nintendo. However, I will say the end credits here rule. Listen, stick around, listen to the music. World 1, Grassland. I like kind of the small thumbnail version of the worlds they show here. And then they show Mario regular size with a couple of enemies. There's Desert Land, here's Water Land. That's Japan, by the way, in that little frame there. It's the shape of Japan on purpose. World 4 is Giant Land. That's a fun one. There's big Goombas and big Koopas. Pretty neat. Skyland is probably my favorite. It starts out on the ground, it goes up to the sky, and leading to World 6, which is, oh, not Skyland, but Iceland. 5 is called Skyland, but the first half is on the ground. I want Ted and I to play through this whole game, all 8 worlds, on the channel someday. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that as well. World 7 is Pipeland. It's not as difficult as 6, but it is a maze, which kind of reminds me of the dungeons in the original Legend of Zelda, where Dungeon 6 is really difficult with the whiz robes and stuff, but Dungeon 7 is easier but confusing. It's like a maze. All right, the end. That's it for Mario 3. Now, if you don't know this, if you press start, you'll start the game over, but you'll have 4 rows of P-Wings here. So now, you can fly through the whole game. You can fly nice and low if you want to see what's going on down here. You can walk on the ground if you want to fight a few enemies. And you can fly away if you want to look for secrets. Each P-Wing only lasts 1 level, and then it turns into just a regular raccoon suit. But it's kind of fun. You could beat the whole game without touching the ground, with a few exceptions. Find some secrets like this one up here, which leads to the giant 3 written in coins, because Mario 3 rules. It was pretty neat. I think it's actually cool that they gave you P-Wings. Yeah, maybe it'd be fun to beat the game like that, but, you know, if you played the game my way and you got through, now you can experience more. You can experience worlds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, or a couple of them if you want. Get a couple warp whistles, go there, check them out with your P-Wings, and if it gets too difficult, just fly over everything. All right, that's it for Mario 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I think that you are more pleased with yourself than I am for beating this game in the basement.